Hey guys, welcome back to IPINKIT. My name is Ingrid. Today's video is very special. I feel like usually I only share one recipe with all of you, but today, since it's the Thanksgiving edition, I'm going to be sharing 3 recipes. So let me show you the first one. This is going to be my vegan turkey recipe. It is more like a meatless loaf, but I think it's going to be a great addition into your dinner. This is honestly my favorite. I love Brussels sprouts, but obviously I have to share a classic, and this is going to be my vegan mashed potato. So everything is vegan, gluten-free, soy-free, and nut-free, and if you want to learn how to make these 3 recipes, then keep on watching this video. I'm gonna start preparing my jackfruit. For that, I'm going to be using 1 can of green jackfruit, 2 cups of vegetable broth, and 1 teaspoon of this vegan ham seasoning. Simmer your jackfruit for 10 minutes and then start to shred it. It will be easier if you use a fork, but feel free to use whichever tool or your hands if needed. Alright, now let's start preparing the dough. For that, you're gonna need 1 cup of brown rice flour, a 1/4 cup of oat flour. If you are allergic, you can substitute for brown rice flour. 3 tablespoons of cocoa aminos, and this is a soy sauce replacement. 1 teaspoon of vegan ham seasoning, shredded jackfruit, and finally add a 1/4 cup of the broth you use to cook your jackfruit. Oh, and I forgot to mention, you can add a bit of salt and pepper. Now let me mince 3 garlic cloves with a tablespoon of dill. Now it's time to shape the dough. Make sure that you use aluminum foil. This is going to make it easier for you to bake it. Once you shape it, go ahead and add oil on top. I'm going to be using avocado oil, and then I will sprinkle my minced garlic and dill. While you're doing this, preheat your oven at 350 Fahrenheit degrees. Once it's ready, go ahead and bake it for 50 minutes. 50 minutes later, it's gonna look like this. What I like to do is just open the foil and bake it again for 20 minutes. That way, the top can get a bit crispy. In the meantime, I will recommend you to start preparing the sides. I went ahead and peeled off the skin of these 4 potatoes. I'm going to steam them for 15 minutes. If you don't have a food steamer, you can just boil them until they're soft. To prepare the mashed potato, you can either use a blender, a food processor, a potato masher, or a fork like I'm doing so. I honestly love to use the fork because this gives texture to my mashed potato. Next, let me add a cup of oat milk. This I will do it to your personal touch, so I'm going to be adding a bit of salt and also parsley flakes. Just mix all the ingredients and your mashed potato is ready. For my second side, I will be preparing roasted Brussels sprouts. For this, all you need to do is wash your Brussels sprouts and cut the bottom, then cut them in half. Drizzle avocado oil, or you can use whichever oil works for you. Sprinkle some Italian herb seasoning and a bit of salt. Just gonna ensure you're getting all of that yumminess spread through every single one of it. So once you've done so, go ahead and add them into your air fryer basket. If you don't have one, you can just roast them in the oven. And this, I'm going to be roasting them at 350 Fahrenheit degrees for 10 minutes. Alright, so as far as the Brussels sprouts go, they are ready. But I love to add some dried tomatoes on top. Finally, let me prepare the sauce for the turkey-less loaf. I'm gonna add 1 cup of oat milk and 2 tablespoons of tapioca flour. Mix it all well until you have no more starch lumps. Once it has dissolved, go ahead and add 3 more ingredients. You're gonna need 1 teaspoon of parsley flakes, 1 teaspoon of nutritional yeast, and a pinch of salt. Cook your sauce on medium heat until it gets a thick consistency. Once you have a thick consistency, turn it off and add half a cup of oat milk. Mix it all well until you get this creamy sauce. Now, it's time to serve our food. Alright guys, I grabbed a bit of everything, so I have some Brussels sprouts, mashed potato, and then the jackfruit loaf. So let's give it a try. I'm gonna start with the Brussels sprouts because I honestly adore them. They are super crunchy and you're gonna love them. So if you like the taste of olive oil with tomatoes, then these are going to be perfect. Let's try now the jackfruit loaf. Honestly, it's not gonna taste like turkey, like I'm already telling you this. But let me see if I can describe it. It's going to taste meaty. So I'm adding some of that sauce. Let me see if I can explain it. It literally tastes just like a loaf. It's very soft and it tastes meaty. You can taste the jackfruit and also the garlic because I put a lot on top. But if you don't want to do that, you can also substitute and make like a tomato sauce to go on top. I personally don't like that red sauce that goes on top of the turkey. Like, I've never been a fan of that. So this is why I went for something more like a creamy Alfredo. And then last but not least, some of my mashed potato. It honestly needs a bit more of salt. I'm just a really big fan of salt, so let me see now. Now it's good. So now you know how to make some sides and how to make a meatless loaf for Thanksgiving. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you haven't subscribed to IPINKIT and I know you would love to continue watching more vegan and allergy friendly recipes, make sure to subscribe. All you need to do is click this red button down your screen, hit the bell once if you want to receive notifications every time I upload a video. Also, I'm going to be uploading these 3 recipes on my blog, so it's going to be 3 separate cards. You're going to have one for the mashed potato, one for the Brussels sprouts, and one for the meatless loaf and like the vegan turkey. It doesn't taste like turkey. It doesn't taste like turkey, but it does have like that meaty flavor and it's a great substitute for Thanksgiving if you want to keep it plant-based. Everything's going to be on my blog and this is the link. Also, the link is going to be in the description box below. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up and share with your friends, especially those that happen to have any allergies or intolerance and they're wanting to try some plant-based sides or a plant-based option this Thanksgiving. Thank you guys for watching and I'll see you next week with a brand new video. Also, happy Thanksgiving! Love you all! Bye!